I have a little bowl here full of gold rings and a bunch of pull tabs too. I have a bunch of pull tabs in there, and there's small gold, very small gold rings, medium-sized gold rings, and large honking gold rings. And I have that $3,000 gold ring right here with 81 diamonds in it. And I'm gonna sweep all these targets over the legend here. And there's not a detector out there that's going to tell if that mid conductor is a ring or not. You know, it's never going to happen, not in my lifetime at least. And you know, you look at the bags of guys who are digging up multiple rings every day. Every time they go out, they're getting multiple rings. What's their bag full of? It's full of this stuff right here. Pull tabs. Gotta dig it out. Pull tabs can read up pretty wide range of VDIs, right? There's big pull tabs, there's half pull tabs, there's small pull tabs, there's pull tabs that only have one hole, there's pull tabs that have 3 holes or 2 holes. There are just so many different types of pull tabs, and there's so many of them in parks. And you know, we must accept that there's not a detector out there that is going to tell if it's something this shaped or this shaped, right? You got to dig it up. So I'm going to swing all these targets over the legend, and I'll just show you. All right, if you're knocking out pull tabs, you're going to get a lot less gold rings. All right. First, I'll go over the pull tabs. Hope you guys can see it. I have the screen on here. Pull tab right here. 27. Pull tab. 35, right? Pull tab. 30. Pull tab. 28. Right? Pull tab. 30. Really jumpy. 30. 29, 30. Pull tab. 31. Solid. Pull tab. 32. Solid. Pull tab. 37. Solid. Pull tab. 34, 35. Jumping in between 34, 35. Here's another pull tab. 29. Right? Here's one that has 1 hole in it. Right? 1 hole. Pull tab. 36. Pull tab. 40. Pull tab. 29, 28, 26, jumping all over the place. All right, there's no rhymers. Here's a half pull tab. 29, 28, half a pull tab reading 28, all right? It doesn't make sense. 37, really solid 37. Now again, here's another pull tab. 33. Okay, now I'll go with some gold rings. Here's a honking gold ring right here. 37, 40, 36, really jumpy. Here's another medium-sized gold ring. 29, 28. Here's another white gold ring right here. 28, 26, 27, 26. Basically 26. A honking gold ring here. 34. Right. You guys getting my drift here? Here's that $3,000 gold ring with 81 diamonds in it. 26. Listen to it on its edge. Listen to it. Right. I'm just turning it and spinning it. All different numbers, right? Because it's an odd shaped gold ring. There's actually 2 holes there, right? $3,000 gold ring. Another white gold ring. 19. This is a pretty big gold ring. I think this one weighs about 5.5, 6 grams. A big white gold ring. 19. Right? A bent one. And these are live dig rings, ones that you've seen me dig up, or Jim dig up. Here's another gold ring right here. 34. Right. Another gold ring I just found the other day. 21. Here's one of my first gold rings I got with my MX Sport. I think this is the first gold ring I got with my MX Sport. 42 is a big one. It's a big ring. Right there. Here's a broken gold ring. I'll swing it over it when it's broken. 16, right? Now I'll hold it together here. 15, 16. It actually reads higher when it's broken. Doesn't hit it very good. This one I found with my Equinox. I actually broke it when I was testing it in the under the ground. I just pulled on it too hard with a string and it broke it. Very worn out ring. It's actually just about ready to break again right there. So that ring is on this last leg. Here's a honking ass gold ring, a Zales Jewelers gold ring here. 46, 45, zinc or a copper penny or dime. Another gold ring right here. 30, 35, 36. Really, it's an odd shaped gold ring, so they're gonna read up kind of jumpy, right? 29. Gold ring right there. 29. 30, 29, 30. Right. Another big white gold ring, right? 31, 31, 34. Kind of jumping around a little bit there. Another large, medium-sized gold ring, medium-large gold ring. 27, 28, 29. There's a really old ring, old gold ring I found on Jewelry Hill. This is a very, very beautiful ring here. 32, 34, 38, 32, 38, 33, 32, 34. Just jumping everywhere. This one actually read up in the 70s. Before I dug it up, then I popped out the hole and it was reading in the 30s. All right, found that one with the Amphibio, I think. Another white gold ring here, big one. 22, solid 22, 24. All right. There's another gold ring right here. 2019. Here's a big class ring right here. 14. It's below my tone break. That's why it's giving me iron tones, because it's below the tone break. That one I think is, I think that one's something different. I don't think it's gold. But these are the smaller gold rings here, right? Here's a pendant, a gold pendant. Ones that I've hit on live digs. 20, right? A gold pendant. It's reading up Salem's Can's Law right there. There's another gold pendant right here. 15. Now my tone break is at 14, right? It just matters really what you want to reject. You know, with the Legend, it matters really how much trash is in the area and what you want to reject, you know, not discriminate, because when you discriminate, you don't know that you're over a really good spot with a bunch of foil and a bunch of trash near the surface. You won't. Most of these rings here I found in the trash, right? You look at my live dig videos, I find a lot of rings and trash. You just got to pull out the pull tabs and the coins. You go with the coins first, then the pull tabs, and then the lower conductive targets. But if you wait too long, the junk is deposited in that spot faster than you can actually dig it out. Because I don't just go to an area and just dig out all the targets, right? I'll skip a lot of targets up, right? I'll try to hit the higher conductors first and then mid conductors the next hunt, or just go about it, you know, in stages, right? If you try to dig up every target that you find, you're gonna just tear the place up. There's gonna be 1,000 holes around there, right? Now watch these small gold rings. These are small gold rings here, right? 16 is right. 16. Another small gold ring here. 22, right? 22. Another small gold ring right here. 19. Another small gold ring. It's actually the gemstone is missing out of it. 16. Here's the last gold ring that I found with the Legend, just not too long ago. It was actually in a tot lot. I found 3 rings underneath that same slide. This was in the that rose gold, has rose gold on it. 21, 22, 21. Here's another ring that white gold ring that I found with the Legend here. Listen to that, 13, right? It's below my tone break, so it's being rejected out. You know, if I would have been rejecting this out, I wouldn't have dug this out, right? I think I found this with the Legend. I believe so. Yes, I think I found this with the Legend. It was in that park. Yeah. Another very, very small. This is one of the smallest gold rings that I have right here. Reads up at 19, right? One of the smallest gold rings I have reads up really high for its size. Another small gold ring right here. 20, 19. Small gold ring here. Thin, small gold ring. 17, 16, 17. Another small gold ring right here. 16. So if you're discriminating or you're notching out or rejecting out the pull tabs, you're missing a lot of gold rings. Sure, if you get to an area and it has a lot of the same type of pull tabs, like a front yard or something, usually the people who throw pull tabs in a front yard, they're going to be the same brand of, most of the time, they're going to be the same brand of pull tab or the same brand of drink, and they're going to be the same range. But I always dig them out anyway because you just never freaking know. I never miss that opportunity to hit on a mid-tone, right? I would much rather go through an area and dig out all the mid-tones than dig all the high tones or dig all the low tones. Because there's so many mid-tones, and you saw that. Pretty much all those gold rings was in the range of mid-tone. I've made a video like this before I think with the Simplex. With all machines, it's the same thing. If you notch out your pull tabs, you're missing most of your jewelry, right? Most of your gold jewelry. And if you notch out your pennies, some of these rings were reading up the same number as a freaking zinc penny. And a lot of rings, actually a lot of rings, I don't know if you guys have seen that video or not, but I took like 15 or 20 different rings that I found that read up exactly the same numbers as zinc pennies. So, you know, if you're notching stuff out, you're going to be missing most of the jewelry, right? If you're notching your trash out, like your can slot or your because can slot on the Legend pretty much reads up right around 20, about 20 or 21 or 19. Most the average size piece of can slot about this big, or even this big, are going to be read up right around 20. And the gold rings just have such a big range, right? So do the pull tabs. You saw that is reading up 26 to 38, right? That's a pretty big range for pull tabs. And in the spots that have the most pull tabs, that's the place that has the most rings. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes, right? If you're finding a lot of pull tabs, you're not finding any coins around, that's a sign that somebody's already came through there and hunted and cherry picked all the coins out. But I know through my years' experience, that doesn't mean just because a place doesn't have a lot of coins, and if it has a lot of pull tabs, that means somebody's already hunted it, right? Quite a bit. And in the parks, there's a reason why I don't find a lot of quarters and coppers, because we've hunted so much on these parks that I'm hunting at. A lot of guys hunt my parks, man. They just go for the bigger coins, you know, and they're just skipping up all the pull tabs, and there's just so much trash left behind. You need to dig the pull tabs out, right? There's just no way around it. You just gotta dig the pull tabs, right? Like I said, I mean, you look at the guys who have the most pull tabs, those are the guys who have the most of those right there, the most rings, right? Those guys who are just coin hunting, sure, they're getting some coins, they might be getting some clad and stuff. But the gold rings, you know, only takes one of these to pay for your metal detector off. You know, if you're going for those deeper coins, you know, those deeper silvers and swinging really slow, your fines rate decreases a lot, and you're going after $1 coins, right? I mean, a silver dime is only worth $1, and you're taking your own sweet time going really slow. And sure, you might find some silver coins, but they're a lot fewer and fewer far between nowadays, because there's just so much trash. Is it worth the hunting parks? I don't know. Maybe in a few years here, I just might give up on parks because there's so much trash. The rate at which it's being deposited is faster than I can dig it out. You know, you got to change it up. You got to go to different sites to get different stuff and use different detectors. But you know, sooner or later, the parks are going to be so trashy that it's just not going to be worth my time going to. You know, it's better to do permissions or whatnot. But it's been really hard to get permissions during this pandemic. Just people are not as receptive to metal detecting. They're not as receptive to answering their door or giving a yes to metal detect the yards. It's getting a little bit better here in the last couple months, or last few months. But people just don't want to talk to each other during the pandemic. You know, the last couple of years have been pretty tough to get permissions. Well, here's my little bit of advice. Don't notch the pull tabs out. If you do, you won't get very many of these. Thank you for watching.